Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles or if you'd like to see me struggle to solve one and have a laugh at my expense, then you're at the right address, so please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at Dutch flatmates hot and cold lines by Marty Sears. If you'd like to give it a go, there'll be a link in the description below. If you do, please let me know how you fared and what you thought of it. Alright, let's read the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, 1 to 9 in every row, column and 3x3 box. Fives live in Dutch flats. Every 5 in the grid must have a 1 directly above it or a 9 directly below it. It may have both, but it doesn't need both. Right. Hot and cold lines. Any red line has a higher total than any blue line. Okay. So any of those have a sum of its digits that should be higher than any of these. Right. And the 5, that's I think very obvious. If there's a 5 here, we need either a 1 here or a 9 here, or both, but it's not necessarily both. Okay. Right. So the minimum this can be, well, not the minimum, the maximum this could be is, I was going to say 17, but no, it can be 18, right? It doesn't say anything about these lines. That you can't, the digits can't repeat, they can repeat. Okay, so this is 18 as a maximum, right? This one too. And what's the minimum we could have here? 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, so this is the longest line, and within the box 8 the minimum we can have is 15, so it's 1 to 5, 15. And then we can add another 1, so this would become 16, right? So the minimum we can have here is 16. No, not the minimum. Yeah, the minimum we can have is 16, and the maximum we can have here is 18. Okay, so we don't have a lot of room to play there. Actually, how is this gonna work? Because there are 2 of these, right? So 8 and 9. Right. So this one sees both of these, which means that this couldn't be 9 and 8. So this has to be 9 and 9, right? And this is 8 and 9. Sip of tea. Well, while I think again about this, because it's important to get it right. There is no other way of putting it, right? This one was 16, right? So we can't have 16. It has to be higher, not, yeah, higher total. So it's the minimum is 17 that we can have here, right? Okay, but we can't have 17 in both, because if this is 9 and 8, this couldn't be anything. Well, couldn't be 9 or 8. Right, so these are 9 and 9, and we're off. We get our first digit, 8 and 9. Okay, and actually this one has to be the minimum that we've talked about, and that's 1 to 5 here, and here a 1, so this is not a 1, right? And this one is the same, right? No, not the same. This could be 1 to 5, or it could be 1 to 4 plus 6, which is 16, right? But we still can't have 1 here, right? Because here is a 1, and now we need a 1 here obligatory, so there is no 1 here, which makes this one 1, right? We can't have 5 here, since 5 requires a 1 above it or a 9 below it, and that's not possible. The same can be said of these. There's no 5 here. This one, oh, hold on, how is this going to work? Right, we can't have 1 here, so this only works if this one is 5 and this is 9, and I don't know where I put the 9 here from. I have no idea. I was just saying that there is no 9, and in any case, so this did I, instead of taking away the 5, I've put a 9. Right, so now we have a 5 here. It couldn't be here because we can't put a 1 in row 7 anymore, so these are not 5. This one has to be 5, and this one has to be 9. Okay. How does that help? Well, this becomes a 6, 7, 8. Right, this one too is a 6. No, we don't know what that is. Okay, there's no 5 here anymore. Right, so and this couldn't be 5, this couldn't be 5, so there's a 5 here somewhere. Does it matter where? No, both can have 1 here. Yes, still. Right. And we have as well 7 and 8 and 9 here, and here we have 7 and 8. 7 or 8. Another sip of tea. Right, those are a quintuplet, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 2, 3, 4. Is that helping? Well, those are 2, 3, 4, 6 quadruplet. So this is 7, 8, 9. And here I think we still have one of each. Well, we do have a 5 in any case. Right. Where can we look next? Nothing here. This is the next big one, right? Long line. Well, those are interesting because this is a maximum of 16. So this is going to be difficult. This can't be 9, right? Because 9 with the minimum here is 5, that's 15. So that doesn't work. So this isn't 9. And actually it isn't 8 either, because 8 plus 6 is 14, and then we're going to need 2 1s, and that's not possible. So this is a 7. Oh, hold on. No, hold on. No, it's correct. There is no 6 here. 2, 3, 4, 6, yeah. Oh, so there is no... So there is a 6 here somewhere, and there's no 6 here anymore. Right, okay. So this is 7. Would that work though? 7 and 6 is 13, and 1 and 2 would work. Okay, good. Good, that works. Right, so this is not 7. And with an 8 and 9, what's the maximum we can have? Well, 8 could have an 8, that's not possible, but we could have a 7, and the 9 could have a 6. Right, so... Oh, we've already used 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Right, okay, so this is 5, 6, 8. Oh, right, so this becomes a 9, and this couldn't be an 8 anymore, but 5 and 6 are still allowed. And what about this one? Well, both are allowed, right? Yeah. Right, so this can't be 8 anymore, this is 7. Right. What about this one? Oh, well, this isn't 6 in any case. 7, 8, so this isn't 8 either. Right, so this becomes an 8. Okay, so far so good. What about this? 6, so we could have a maximum of 10, right? So this has to be 3 and 7, right? 3, 7, this becomes an 8, and this becomes a 4. Okay, did that resolve this? We've got 12, so the maximum we can have is 4, so we can't have 4 here. But we can, well, we can't have 5, but we can have 4 or 3, right? So this isn't 3, because we can't have 5. Right. 12, 3 and 1, or 2 and 1. Okay, so this is 1. It can't be anything else. Okay, did we exhaust though? I think that we did. Oh, I haven't looked at 5s. Right, so this has to be 5 here, because that's the only one with a 1. Luckily that works. 6, 8, okay. And 5, oh, 5 here can still be anywhere. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. this is correct because we've put it there with the 9 to start with. Right, so this is 14, right? So the maximum we can have here is 2 to get to 16. So this is 2. This is not 2, not a 2. As well, not a 2. This is a 3, and this is a 4, and this is a 2. Wow, that actually resolved quite a few. Okay. Alright, I think that's about it for the cold side, right? I don't think we can get any further. Right, what about the hot side? I don't think we can say much about this one before we finish those two. I'm going to venture that. I think that's a safe bet. 3. It's the question of where is 5? Where is 5? Can we have 5 here? Well, we can have 5 here, right? But not here. Okay. We can't have 5 here. Oh, right. And we can't have 5 here because there's no way to put 1 above it. That's obvious. So you need 9 under it in row 1. But that's the only place where you could have 9 under it. So this is 5. Okay. What about on row 2 then? Well, of course, then it becomes much easier because you can put 1. Well, except here you can't put 1, but there is 9 here, so you don't need the 1. Right. Right. So can we have 5 and 1 on the same line? 5 and 1 is 6, so yeah, why wouldn't we? We need 12. I don't see why not, right? And this can't be 5 because of that. Here we have 5, but here we can have, no, well, yeah, we can have 5, there's a 9. And here, well, we can have 5 in either of these because we can put 1, right? Except if 5, 1 wouldn't work. But why wouldn't it work? 6, we'd need at least 17. So we'd need at least 11. Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue, right? Right. And here, well, of course we can't have 5 here anymore. We've had 5. If there's a 5 here, this would have to be 1. Okay. But we can have 5 here in any case, and this would be 9, so don't see what the problem is. I do not see what the problem is. How is this going to work without 9 and 8? Do we need 7 on, well, if we need 7 on this line, then this would be 7. But do we need 7? Let's say 6, 5, 4, 3. Well, we can have 5. 6, 5, 4, 3. That's 18 exactly. Which would work. This would be 5 and this would be 6, 4, 3. So we don't need 7. Which is a pity. Right. I don't know where to look further. Where should I look further? On the 3 dots, or is it on that long one with a 5 on it? Because a 5 would leave us with at least 12. There are lots of options for 12. Is it a question of still again trying to figure out where the 5 is? is wherever we put 5 here, there is a 1 on these 3. There is an... No, we can't put it here. Here, I mean. Except here. This one doesn't need a 1, so we can't even say that there's definitely a 1 here. What would we have if we use 7 on this line? Well, it shouldn't be a problem, right? Because it only has to be higher than 617, so we can still have 654 or whatever. So what is the issue here? What is the issue? If this is a 5, then this is 10, and we need at least 8. Yeah, but this could be 6 because we still used 5 and 6, so we could put a 6 here. This would be already 16, and all we need is a 2. That should be okay. That's not it, is it? That is not it. Is it about where 8 is? It can't be about where 8 is, could it? Could it? This doesn't have 8 either. How would that be an issue? Do we need 8 for these two? And suppose this is 8. How would this work? Well, we can put 7 in the middle, can't we? If push comes to shove. 7, and would need 10 from both sides. That shouldn't be an issue. Right, there is something that I'm missing. It's only that, right? Dutch flats and hot and cold lines. Dutch flats. Okay. Well, we know that there is an 8 on one of these. That's so... Is it about the 1 here? It can't be about the 1 here. How could it be about 1? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Well, this couldn't be 1. I'm looking now here. So this isn't 1, but where do we put 1? Well, this couldn't be 1, but can we put 1 on one of these? Actually, can we? Because even if you put 1 and 8, oh, I haven't thought about that. Where is 1? That's probably on a 3 cells line. Because 1 and 8 is 9, and we're going to need another 7. 7 would work, so it's just good enough. As long as we have the 8 and the 7. But what would the other one? Well, the thing is, we could use, say, if this is 1, 7, 8, just for argument's sake. This would be 7, and we still have 6, which is 13, and we'd need a 4, so it all works still. Okay. Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. What is it that I'm missing? What is it that I'm missing? I thought that, but actually, what is this sum? I haven't thought of that. Because the sum of these two has to be 45 at least minus 11, right? Because this is 9. Oh no, it could be 1, 10. Right. Well, yeah. And we don't need the same sum, so we could have 17 and 18, which is exactly what it is, isn't it? Well, no, it doesn't have to be that, but it's 1 or 5, or 1 or 2, right? If one of them is 17 and the other is 18, we get 35, so we'd end up with 10, which would mean this is 1 because we have 9. If both of them are 17, then we'd end up with 34, so it's 11. So this is 1 or 2. Okay, right. Right, so this isn't 5, at least we know that. Because this isn't 5 either. The question now is this: could this be 5? Because then this would be 1. And this would be 2. Right, so this would be 6, and this had to be 17 or 18. So let's say 17, so we'd need 11. Yeah, I don't know, 3 and 8, 4 and 7. Is there anything that's, well, not 4 and 7. 3 and 8, is that a problem? 3 and 8. Okay. 1, 5, 3, 8. Or 4, 8 for that matter. No, not 4, 8 either. Okay, oh, we're getting... Right, so this would be 3. Okay. This is working over time, this 4, 7, 8. This is working over time. But it still works, doesn't it? Because now we had 1, 5, 8, 3. Which is 17, but this has to be then 18 because we've used the 1. No, sorry, it has to be 17 because we've used the 1. And we're still missing 7 and 6, that's 13. And 4. 17. Okay. So this can still be 5, 1. All of that to get 1 or 2 here, that's not very useful. Are there any other combinations that work? Are there any other combinations that work? So if this is 1, one of those would have to be 18, but we could put, we can't put 2 and 5. Well, we can if we put the 5 here, right? No, we can't, because there is 9 here. Yeah. Right. So if this is 1, oh, the 5 would work in any case then. Right, so this would be 5, 2, for instance, 8, 3, that still works. Which would make this 18, and the rest, whatever we had here, the 6, 7, 4, would still be 17. This is not going well. This is not going well. Can I do the trick somewhere else? I don't know. No, this is the only one with two separate lines, right? And we know that we've already lost 17 here, but so this is, we don't know how much that is. And these two are sharing a cell, which makes it difficult. Come on, it has to be here. It doesn't have to be here, but that's the only place where I can see a if this is 1, then either, well, this will have to be 5. Does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, I think. Can we have any other combination that 7 besides that 7 6? We can't have 7 6 here. No. Well, yeah, if the 6 is here, 7 and 6 is 13, and then we still have 2 to get to 4 minimum. So that should work too, right? And the 8 on the other side. Oh, that's more difficult, right? Unless it's got the 5, then it's even then 13 and 4. Okay, 8, 5 and 4 would work. How would that work? Because you can't put the 5 here. Okay, how would it work if there's an 8 here? Does it need the 6 as well? 8, 6, 14 plus 3. Okay. It does. So does that mean that there is always a 6 here? Uh-huh. 6 and a minimum of 11. Is that what we're saying? And then we have the 8 and the 7 on either side. Okay. Right. Well, it's obvious for the 8 in any case. Oh, it's obvious for the 7 as well. Right, and they can't be, well, they can be next to each other, but then the other one doesn't work, right? 6, 5, well, I say that, but 6, 5, 4, 3 should work too. What am I missing? What am I missing? It has to be a combination of the 5 and this. I mean, I know I'm stating the obvious because these are the only two things that we have. Right. If it wasn't for this 9, we'd know that one of these this would be 5 actually, if it wasn't for this 9. Right, but this still works because 5, 1 and 2 worked, so is it easier to check where can we have 5 here? Well, this could be 5, but this could be 5 as well, right? Because this could be 9. Is there a problem with this being 9? If this is 5, well, then we're gonna have to have the 5 and 1, right? Okay, but that's not an issue, I think. Wow, is that it? If this is 5 and this is 9, where's 5 here? That's quite something, I think. Right, yeah, it wasn't obvious to me at all. Because 5 here and 9, we still need a 5, and the 5 has to be here. But you can't have 1, and you can't have 9 under it anymore, because we've used it. So this couldn't be 5, and we already know that these aren't 5. So this becomes a 5. Right. Okay, and now one of these two is a 5. Right. Right. Do we have to do that same song and dance other places? I don't think that works, because here 5 and 1, I don't know if it matters. If this is 5 and 1, that doesn't work either, does it? Yeah, it does, because we can have 1 and 5 here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did that help? Now we have 10, and we need at least 7. Okay, that's still very useful, very possible, probable, what, I don't know. We need 12 here at least, so what is that? Well, it could, oh, we can't use 7, right? Okay, that might help. So we need 12 at least, so 6 and, well, 4 3 4 2, but we do need the 6. Don't know if that helps, right? Because 5 4 3, that's 12, and that doesn't work, so we do need the 6 here. Okay, not sure how that helps though. What do we have next to the 6? Well, we need the 4. That's 11. If we don't use the 4, then it's 3 and 2, so that doesn't work, so we do need the 4 as well, and then it's 3 or 2, right? Which means that we have 1 here, because we can't have 1. Yeah, so this one of those two is a 1, for what it's worth. So now we need a 5 and a 9 here. Okay. That didn't really help, did it? Hmm. 2 or 3. Can this be 2 or 3? Yeah. This. What can this be? Oh, right. No, I haven't noticed that this is so restricted. 7 and 6 are already gone, and 9 and 8, and of course 5. So this is a maximum of 4. Right. So this couldn't be, well, this could be 4, but this couldn't be the 2. Or, well, it could be 3. Right. So what do we know now? What do we do, or what do we know now? This is 5 and 1, right? If there's a 5 here, there's a 1, because we can't have the 9. Does that work still? Is there any reason why it wouldn't? We didn't change anything here. This isn't 1, at least. So where's 5 here? Well, we said here somewhere. Okay, it can't be here, so one of those two is a 5, which means that one of these is a 9. All of that is useless, I think. For now, in any case. For now, in any case. Say anything about where 5 here is? Well, it's one of those two. Okay. Right. It can be here, because we still don't know where the one is. This is much more difficult than I expected. Okay, there's an 8 here as well. I'm not sure that helps. Maybe it's time to look here, is it? Yeah. This couldn't be 1. This can't be 1. Because we don't have enough to... And this isn't 1. So there's 1 in one of these. Next to this one. So neither of these could be 1. I'm not sure why that is important. There's definitely a 1 here. Okay. Why is that important? Because then we can't have a 5 here. But okay. Can still have 5 here or here. That's not a... That's a lot of places still for a 5. Okay. Does it matter now that the 1 5, if there is a 1 5, it's here? Does that matter? Because then we'd need an 8 here. Did we need the 8 or could we do with a 7? I don't remember. 14 plus 3. If it's 7, then it's going to need a 4. That didn't work. At least a 4. But can have a 6. 13. That would be 18. Yeah. That would be 19 actually. No, we can't have 19 because then this would be less than 17. Right, so we can't have 7. It has to be 8, but that would work. Does it? 8 and 3, yeah, it does. Ah, 1000 milliards de mille sabots. 60, no, not 63, 36 minutes, okay. So here we could have anything except, well, we can't even have 1, so that's not even true about 1 having to be here. Because 1 plus 6 is fine here still, 17. So there's 4 and 6 here, and then 7 could be anywhere, so that doesn't matter. And 2 could still be here as well. That's frustrating. Can I say anything about this one? What's the minimum that this has to be? What is the minimum that this has to be? Well, if it's 7, I presume that's fine, right? Because you need 10, and there are enough possibilities. It's obvious that it can't be 1, it can't be 2. It can't be 2, 15. No, because then you need the 9. Could it be 3? Then it's 14. Again, no, because you'd need one of them with a 9, right? 9 and 5 for 8 and 6. Right. 4. 4 would leave us with oh, that was the one we already said. 5 would need, and can't have 5. So 6 would leave us with 11. 11, yeah, 3 8 and 4 7. 3 8 and 4 7. Right, so this is 6 or 7, just for what it's worth. If it's 7, then we'd need 8 2 and 6 4, right? So there's definitely a 6 here, right? Yeah. So this is either a 6, or if it's 7 we need the 6-4. So this becomes a 6-4. Right, and this becomes an... So 6 and 8 are here. Just... Right, and the 7, isn't it, as well? Or am I now... If this isn't 7, it's 6, and 6 we needed 11 at minimum. And 11 we needed the 8 and the 7, right? Because 6 is gone and 9 is gone. So right, so this is 6, 7, 8, and this is a 3, 4, and all of that still doesn't help with anything, I think, but okay. Right, so this has to be the one, doesn't it? Now that I think of it. Maybe that was obvious, but... Right, because 1 plus the maximum is 8, then we would need a 9, and that's not possible. So this is the one. The one and only. So this is 2, right? So now we know that these are both 17. How are we going to use that? How are we going to use that? Of course, we still need 2 or 3 here. Right, so... Right. This could still be 5 and 9, right? Ah, yeah, this couldn't be 5 anymore now that we've used the 1 here. Right, so this has to be 5, 9. Okay, that helps. That helps, I think. How does it help? Well, we need 12 here. It could be 7, 4, 1. It could be 8, 3, 1, right? So there's definitely a 1 here. Is that what we're saying? 6 would need another 6, and that's not possible. 5 and 2 are gone. Right, and 7 is 12, would need a 5, and the 5 has to be 1 and 4. And 8 would need a 4, and that's 3 and 1. So there's definitely 1 here. Okay, and that means that there's a 1 here, which means that that's where 5 has to be, right? Is there any other place that we can still put 5? Here, unfortunately, if this is 1. Yeah. Actually, that's the only place, right? No, I say unfortunately, but that's the only place. There's no 9 anymore. Right, so, okay, that's good, I guess. There's a 6 here. Alright, this still works, it does. Where's 5 here? Oh, anywhere. Well, not anywhere. It would require a 9 above it, right? Okay, but that's still possible. Could have 5 here, or we could have 5 here, and then one of these would be 9. Okay, this isn't 1, so this is 1, which gives us this 5 here, and this is 9. Right. This isn't 5, of course, so this becomes 5. This becomes 9, and this becomes 5. Well, that's handy. Handy. Right. What are we missing here? A 3. and a 7, which both still are possible. Okay. And here a 6 and a 3, which is as well possible. Okay, maybe I should look somewhere else. Maybe now we know that this is the 8 here, right? And this is, well, 7, but it could be here in the middle, so seven. So what am I missing? What am I missing? There's maybe pencil mark. When in doubt, pencil mark. That's not gonna really help, is it? Okay. Could I have the 4 here with 6? Oh, 6. So I need a 10. No, I need an 11. So it's, well, both possible. 7, 4 and 8, 3. Oh yeah, this needs an 11 as well. So 7, 4 and 8, 3 works as well. Okay. Right. I have to figure something out. Alright, now that this is 11, this has to be at least a 6. Actually, that's the only thing that's possible. So this is a 6. Right. Right. How does that help? This is 11. I need at least 6, but 4, 3 is still possible. Okay. Where is 7? Well, here or here, both okay. Right. So 6 here. That's not. Is that useful? Well, we know that there's a minimum of 13. Okay, but we still have 4. Oh, hold on. 13 requires at least a 4. There's nothing else, right? Yeah. So okay, that resolves it, I think. This becomes a 3. This becomes a 4. This becomes a 3. And what are we missing here? Well, 2. So that's 10. So sorry, this is 10. So this has to be 7. Right. Okay. That helps. Yes. That helps. Okay. So we need 6 here. This has to be 6, right? There's no other place for a 6. In row 2, this is a 6. And if this is a 6, that means, oh well, we already know that this is a 6. And this is a 4. No, that should help. That should help. Here we have a 4 and then a 3. And here we're still missing a 2 and a 9. Really? Yeah. Okay, so that's nice. That is nice. Right, so did that have any effect on the 7-4 issue? Yeah, this can't be 7-4. So this isn't 7-4 anymore. So this is 8-3. and this is 7 4. Okay, 8 2 4, and this becomes a 3, and this becomes a 7. Okay, now it's Sudoku, right? 3 and 8. What are we missing here? 6, and here a 3, right? 6 and 7. Oh, this has to be 7, then this has to be 6, and this has to be 8. Okay. And this is a 2, right? Okay. Moment of truth. Yeah. Okay, it was quite, for me, difficult to figure it out in the middle, but it's actually quite nice. The interconnections between hot and cold are unexpected. I hope that you liked it as well. If you did, please like and subscribe and maybe share, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.